explore the rich and vibrant culture of Korea and how it has influenced the people of Bangladesh. Korea is known for its unique blend of traditional and modern culture. From K-pop to K-dramas, Korean culture has become a global phenomenon. But did we all know that Korean culture has also made its way to Bangladesh successfully? Yes, we know, and this is the reason we all have gathered here. Now we will begin our program with the national anthem of Bangladesh, followed by the national anthem of South Korea. May I request everyone to stand up for the national anthems?
The K-lovers today have assembled in this building, in this auditorium. Maybe the auditorium is small, but our hearts are quite big. I believe our beliefs are quite strong and we all want to come together to make Bangladeshi people know that, we are the K-lovers. Or maybe haters, right? No? Nobody is the haters here. No, we never want to be hater of any culture. When we talk about culture, we want to love culture, we want to celebrate culture, we want to believe in culture, we want to indulge culture. I started a lecture, but I should welcome everyone. I welcome all of you from SIMEC Institute of Technology and its International Research Center that is doing a long-term project on this year of 2023 to mark the 50 years diplomatic relationship between Bangladesh and South Korea. This is an academic project, I must tell you, and this is an independent research project. Part of that, we wanted to organize this workshop to know who are the K-lovers from across the country. Why do we celebrate and become fan? Who are the fans? How the fandom look like? That's a small effort part of our project. And I want to specially convey my thanks to His Excellency, Dr. Yang-Min So, who has been our friend. We feel that he is part and very close to our heart. He has visited here before also. But today he particularly visited. I must not say, but I feel like telling this that he has been going through physical difficulty, but still he has come here to see all of you and say hello. We are really thankful to him. I want you all to give a big round of applause to him. We are also joined by his wife and Mrs. Seo. We have Mr. Lim from Korean Embassy, who has a fluent Bengali speaker, by the way. And I feel so good whenever I talk to him, like he is talking Bengali better than me. I have colloquial, accent. So just quickly, this is to deliver a welcome remark. I don't want to take more than 2 minutes, but want to say that this workshop is particularly for all of you. This is not like deliberation. We don't want to convey what knowledge we have about Korea. We have some experts on culture. We have some experts who will talk about how the culture works and how the youth. But then whenever I talk to people as a researcher, I feel that all the parents are quite worried. Why their son or daughters are listening to something? What are they listening? What are they watching? Why they are so much addicted? Particularly few parents told me, during this COVID, my kid is like all into YouTube and watching the series, and I also got influenced by her, and I have also become an avid viewer of Korean series. And tell me what is this happening, and then they become so addicted that they are not saying anything to their kids. But for us it is interesting to know some of you. I know that there are powerful dance group, there are powerful music group who are also renovating, coming up with new ideas and thoughts. We want to get closer to them. We want to say that you are not alone. You should not feel lonely. I know some of you are a fan of BTS, you talk for life, you talk for soul. So the soul and life is for you, for your parents, for your country, for your nation, and for the world, of course. So loving one culture doesn't mean hating other culture. So if you become a K-lover, it doesn't mean that you become a Bangladesh culture hater. If you can love your own culture, then only you can better way love all other cultures. So we will listen from you. Consider this workshop is for you. There will be open session which Daniela will conduct, and some of you, I know that you are part of you have already talked to her. I just wanted to say that there should not be any confusion. This is maybe all the big people, all the scholars and professors have come here. They will speak. From this session onward, we will have more interaction when we want to hear from you and learn how we can carry this forward and really create a healthy, vibrant and healthy environment in Bangladesh where everybody can celebrate all the culture and we can make this world better. Thank you very much.
Independent researcher who in March of this year started her journey through South Asia to study and explore the dissemination of Korean culture in the global south. My journey started in the city of Mumbai in India, then continued to New Delhi and now Bangladesh, where I have been invited by SIMEC International Research Institute and by Dr. Ratan Kumar Roy as visiting research fellow. During my trips, I have been able to experience not only vibrant cultures, but in addition, I have met great stakeholders in the promotion of Korean culture around the global south, India, and now Bangladesh. In addition to being an independent researcher, I'm the founder of an online platform called Korean Wave Lab, where we promote Korean culture in Mexico through educational and entertainment digital content. As an independent researcher interested in the global south cultures and the propagation of Korean culture, such an event is a valuable experience to learn and connect. Hardly had we ever experienced a foreign culture be so widely broadcasted through different mediums across continents and overcoming language barriers. The Hallyu wave, as many call it, has even induced us, the spectators, to aspire and to learn from their language. During this workshop, we will be able to hear the experiences from different stakeholders like academicians, artists, K-pop fans, and their relationship with Korean content. You might see a common denominator from these presentations, and that is the strong emotional relationship with the youth, especially from those very near to K-pop. Topics like discrimination, either toward them or to Korean culture as a whole, might be addressed during these presentations. K-pop fans in Bangladesh seem to have found in this urban subculture a place of comfort, a place of expression, and a place of identification. Motivated by Korean culture, these presentations will allow us not only to see in firsthand how Korean culture it's motivating the groups, the youth, personally and collectively into pursuing different levels of entrepreneurship, practices of group democracy, and social ethics. I really hope you enjoyed these wonderful sessions. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon to all of you. 안녕하세요. 제 이름은 서영민입니다. 저는 대한민국 대사관에서 일하고 있습니다. My name is Young-min Seo. I head of public diplomacy of the Korean embassy in Dhaka, Bangladesh. Thank you all for welcoming me and my colleagues. I know some of you coming from all the way down outside Dhaka. So my heart is with you, and once again, on behalf of the Korean Embassy, we are really thankful for making your journey and making your trip all the way to Dhaka to participate in this seminar. This year, as you see on the screen, we are celebrating a 50th anniversary. This is our official logo to celebrate 50th anniversary, and I have a very small logo here as a pin form as well. It is really an honor to see and to meet and greet all of you in this very meaningful year, which is a 50th diplomatic anniversary between Bangladesh and Korea. And from our side, I mean from the Korean embassy side, from the Korean community side, we are really happy to see all this kind of academic research activities happening in Bangladesh. But I cannot say that we have witnessed a lot of research activities over the years. But thanks to Dr. Kumar Roy and thanks to other colleagues here at the SIMEC Institute, we are witnessing a very big, giant step. However, it may seem like a small step, but I would say this is a giant step. That's why we have some K-pop lovers and K-culture lovers from outside Dhaka. To give you some information about Korean presence in Bangladesh, as I said, as I mentioned, we are celebrating 50 years this year, and we have around 2,000 Korean people living in Bangladesh. And I know some of you, or most of you, are K-culture lovers and Korean lovers and Korean language learners. But from our side, also, please believe me that we have a lot of Bangladesh lovers and Bangladesh culture lovers and Bangladesh language lovers. And one example that I bring with me, my colleague Mr. Lee, as Dr. Kumar Roy mentioned, he is very fluent and he is very living example of how Korean people can be enamored to Bangladesh and Bangladesh culture. So he has been here almost 20 years, and he speaks. He's my Bengali teacher, and he knows everything about this country. What I'm saying this is that please, this is quite like a both side movement. And both side interchange and interactive movement. So we are not expecting only our Bangladeshi friends loving Korea, learning Koreans and things like that. But there are a lot of Korean people who get to know Bangladesh, who wants to learn Bangladesh, and who is really interested in tasting all the different parts of Bangladesh. So as some of you may know, we have one Korean YouTuber in Bangladesh, whose name is Korean Mai. Yes, so Korean Mai is really he's not like very close friend to me, but he's I know him and we have met some several times. But he loves Bangladesh more than anyone else. As far as I understand it, he has no plan to return to Korea.
Yeah. Yes.
My point is that we both different culture and we interact each other, and we are getting more involved in each culture and language and food and all those things. Having said that, taking this opportunity, I have to deliver our appreciation to SIMEC Institute and to Dr. Kumar Roy to arrange this meeting and to start this very meaningful initiative. And as part of the government, I'm very thankful that the Korean government, the Korea Foundation, has contributed to this very meaningful initiative by providing some financial support and provide some institutional support. And being myself as a researcher, I'm public officer, but I did my research in some area. From that time, I have learned very meaningful lesson that philosophical and theoretical backup is really important to whatever societal phenomenon. Otherwise, if one phenomena or if one effect are not backed by some theoretical theories or background, then it will collapse over time. So in that sense, I'm very helpful. I'm very happy to see this event happening at this very important institute, the SIMEC Institute, and I think this is quite an innovative initiative. Why I'm saying this innovative is that from my perspective, I would like to define some Korean wave or Hallyu has been possible based on innovation. So innovation means we may have like better scholars in this venue to explain the innovative aspect. But please bear with me explaining this from my personal view. So innovative can only be possible if one idea or one commodity is surviving through very tough competitive on the market. So market is very important. If there is no market, there is no innovation. Only market can teach us which phenomena or which product is better than others. Only consumers can review or can conclude that this is quite innovative movement or that is quite innovative item over others. Why I'm saying this is that we want to share with our Bangladesh friends and colleagues that innovation is very important, not only for the development of Bangladesh economy, but also the betterment of the societal culture. So I hope this kind of seminar will contribute to the betterment of Bangladesh. So in terms of innovation, so we want to accomplish some kind of better society or better global community through innovation. And I hope some Korean culture aspect would show some element of how innovation can be achieved or how innovation can be produced. So that's our Bangladesh culture and our Bangladesh economy and our Bangladesh people can enjoy better cultural aspect and better future and better relationship with Korea. And that is my gist of message. And I came from AIUB, American International University Bangladesh, because from 1 to around 3, they held one event, which is Korean language speaking contest. And I was there, and I was quite surprised by how they spoke, and they're speaking the Korean language fluently. But if there is no content, then my surprise might be very limited. But their message indeed carried very important aspect of their life. How K-culture influenced their life. So as I had a small conversation in the next room, like with some other colleagues, right, minutes before, the first winner, she said that she was trying to become a physical doctor because her parents really wanted her to be a physical doctor. That's why she spent a lot of time studying and preparing all the exams like that. But she realized that she was not happy with what she was doing. So she had consulted with her sister, and she realized that studying something in Korea is making her more happier than just following what her parents wanted her to become or be. That's why she started learning the Korean language for 7 months so far. But she got the first prize, and she was so, her message was so mesmerizing. We have some witnesses in this country, and many people might tend to see some elements in terms of the relationship between Bangladesh and Korea, only focusing on economy and development. However, I want to emphasize that as we all witness here in this room, culture interchange or cultural aspect would be one of the most important aspects in terms of bilateral relations. So let me invite you all to join me to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the diplomatic ties between Bangladesh and South Korea by participating in a lot of occasions. And today's event I bet today's event will be one of the most important giant steps to achieve or to arrive in that direction. And thank you very much once again. Thank you for inviting me to this very meaningful event. And I wanted to stay here until this event ends, but due to some personal condition, please allow me to leave during the meeting going on. Thank you very much, and Dhanyavad.
This is an in association with event, but then since she has enlightened us and she has made this event really more colorful with her presence, so we want to give a big round of applause. And with this flower, I want Dr. Joyati Sharma, who is an assistant professor at Drake University, and Sharoni, who is a PhD student at UMass, University of Massachusetts, USA. They both are visiting fellows at Sharoni. You can hand it over this small token of our love.
Thank you for joining today's session. Actually, already you have come to know regarding today's workshop on Korean culture in Bangladesh. Actually, I would like to focus on one issue that some participants will present their paper, but we would like to know from you, from your thought, what you're thinking regarding Korean culture, regarding Korean drama, Korean music, whatever. Actually, we expect your participation. That means you will participate by raising your voice, that what is your thinking regarding Korean culture. It is very important to us to know your thought, because if we would like to know the culture, Bangladeshi culture, Korean culture, both already, it would be very much effective and fruitful if you participate and let us know your thought, ideas, and other issues. So I hope that you will enjoy the session, and now I would request the participant to present their paper. Thank you so much.
You can call me as Maisha as well. I am a YouTuber or video content creator, and I'm gonna do a presentation. But let's see about my profile for my YouTube channel, which is Wishes and Dreams. So the philosophy of my channel is that don't forget your own wishes and dreams, because for like the real world, because of the cruel real world, we often forget our dreams and wishes. So let's not forget about that. So the mission statement for my YouTube channel is like spreading my own interest, because it's my own YouTube channel, no one else's. So I'm gonna spread my own interest with everyone. And my goals, yes, it's to spread knowledge about K culture, because I really love K culture. I really respect it. So I want everyone to know more about K culture. So that's my goal for my YouTube channel. And the vision is obviously global communication to this my YouTube channel. So this is the history of my channel. Like I started my journey in the period of the pandemic, which is 13th June 2021. So I started my journey there, and biggest motivation was really for it's BTS. Biggest motivation was BTS, and you can see the one of the key milestones for my channel is it reached global audience. I'm really thankful and blessed for it because my YouTube channel reached global audience throughout the countries like Saudi Arabia, Philippines, Japan, South Korea, US, Japan as well, China. So I'm really thankful for that. So yeah, so the future of my channel is gonna be that I'm gonna try and create more K-culture related videos, not only reaction videos but also topic includes like K-food, K-beauty, like that. So I wanted to talk about myself because without knowing me, you don't get to know my channel that well. So I'm Monica Maisha. I'm an undergraduate student from East West University. So yeah, I started my YouTube in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic. I've been in army like for half of my life, I guess. So I wanted to create BTS content, so that's why I started YouTubing. I also blogs about my daily life to get to know straight about myself to the world, I guess. So because I have a lot of interest in K-culture, so I wanted to introduce more about those things with my videos from my channel. So now I'm going to talk about the Bangladesh's perspective about these few topics like K-pop, K-content, K-band, K-beauty, K-food and K-merchandise. So K-pop. K-pop has a huge audience around the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? All of us are like K-pop lovers here, right? So K-pop has a huge audience all over the world, also in Bangladesh. Some people may think like teenagers or youngsters are the only audience or consumers for K-pop, but it's not true. A lot of like elderly people is also an audience or fan of K-pop. So you can see some of my reaction videos from here which has gone viral. You can see the views and the likes from it because I got very good positive impact from these reaction videos. So there are a huge fan following in Bangladesh as well because I got to know from a lot of people that no one is doing reaction videos in Bangladesh. You are doing it, so we are really proud of you and we want you to continue it. So I'm really thankful for that. So because of K-pop, there has been established a lot of community like BTK family. I'm sure some of you have heard about it, right? BTK family? So BTK family is like a community that tries to spread the knowledge about K culture in Bangladesh. So they try to organize several events, festivals. One of them that I even attended is KCON Bangladesh, which was in 2022. So I really enjoyed that event and I really enjoyed all the events that has done organized by the BTK family. So K-pop has helped a lot of people in like establishing themselves as well. That is the fan projects by because of K-pop, because we love K-pop as fans. As fans, we want to give something back to them, right? We want to give something back to them. And that's why we do several kinds of fan projects. We do several kinds of fan projects for charity as well as for other reasons as well, to express our gratitude towards our favorite artists. One of the projects that I am working on right now is like Global Army Song, which is for BTS. So we are currently doing this project for 2023 Global Army Song for BTS, which is gonna be released in 13th September, which is the last day of Chuseok, to express our gratitude towards BTS that they have helped us in a lot of ways. So we wanted to say thank you to them. So this year, to remark the 10th year anniversary of BTS and ARMY, we are gonna release our song on 13th September. So I really hope you guys look forward for it. Okay? Hello. Okay. So we all know about K-contents, like we are really huge fan of K-dramas as well, K-movies as well. So why we like them? Because of the great storytelling, great production, and also because of the powerful messages. So So that's why there are so many craze not only over for K-pop, also for K-dramas, K-movies as well. Also, we're really interested in K-food as well because we're Bengalis, so we really love food. So any delicious food is gonna keep us going on. So K-food is really emerging all over the world. People are really curious about its taste because it's unique. The way it is presented towards the drama, the different kinds of content, it makes us to wanna eat it, right? So lots of K-food, because of this craze, lots of K-food shop has been established in Bangladesh. That has created a lot of employment. So a lot of people got self-employment or has become an entrepreneur because of this demand in Bangladesh for K-food. So that's the same thing about K-beauty as well because K-beauty is high quality product with cost effectiveness. It has gotten positive response from the audience as well. That's why lots of K-beauty shops has been opened in Bangladesh, which has created a lot of employment. Same as K brands like Samsung and LG. Right, a lot because of these brands are so popular and their products are so popular because of their high quality performance. So a lot of shops of these brands have been opened in Bangladesh, which has created employment for all over the world, also in Bangladesh. So that's the positive side of K brands. And K merchandise as well. As fans, we want to have all kinds of merchandise of our favorite artists. So we want to have albums, we want to have photo cards, etc. things. So to have those, to supply those demands in Bangladesh, a lot of K merchandise shop has been opened, which also created a lot of employment as well. So now I wanted to talk about this because I'm a content creator and YouTuber. So I need to talk about what can I do to influence Korean culture more in Bangladesh. So what could be a better way than starting a program, right? Starting a broadcasting program. So I thought, why not doing a broadcasting program where we can, introduce Korean culture in Bangladesh. We can interview a lot of Korean celebrities such as artists, different kinds of chefs, personalities, so that we can introduce Korean culture in Bangladesh as well, and it can help fans to connect with their favorites more. It can create a more intimate relationship between the fans and their artists. So we can create a program, not only an interview program. It can be anything like cooking shows. We can introduce K-foods to this program. We can play different types of games, which is influenced by Korean games, and experts can review lots of things like Korean dramas, thesis, music, everything. Like experts can review them. So I wanted to talk about this because how much program can really help us to know our favorites more. So I really want to have it happen. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, what do you think about my idea?
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, this is Tishika Zaman. I'm a program coordinator of BTS of Bangladesh.
I'm Tasita Khan. I'm also a project coordinator of BTS of Bangladesh. I've done my honors and masters from Jagannath University in English and
I graduated from the University of Dhaka. First of all, thank you very much for letting us present our platform, BTS Army of Bangladesh. We will start.
Before we start, we would like to thank SIMEC Institute for this opportunity to share it with the respected audience. For this presentation, you will actually get the idea of our origin, our vision, and goals, and what we want to achieve through this
throughout the presentation, you will get an idea of our origin, mission, and goals that we want to achieve through our platform. This is our short description. We are a community driven by the philosophy to make the best of our youth together with BTS. We initially did not really have an objective, but as we heard the 2018 event speech by Kim Namjoon, tell me your story, I want to hear your voice, I want to hear your conviction, no matter who you are, where you're from, your skin color, gender identity, speak yourself. And we thought that this is a very good opportunity for us to envision a platform for the youth, and we became a fan base to represent the youth, to promote positive messages, ideology, and philanthropic beliefs of BTS, and to mobilize the younger generation toward humanitarian activities. As you can see, our motivation is to show love, solidarity, and passion following BTS's teachings. And also our key activities are to hold charity events, youth volunteering activities, and also Korean cultural events.
So we started the platform in 2015 as just a fan page of the Korean artists in Bangladesh. But we started off with only 30 members in our Facebook group. And today we have over 64,000 supporters all across our social media platforms. Our first charity project was in 2015 when we donated to a leukemia patient, and this little event became the greatest motivation in our journey. Since then, we've actually conducted more than 20 charity projects. We've raised approximately 600,000 BDT donations, despite the majority of the families being students. So we have donated, among our projects, we have actually donated books to public libraries. We have provided ration for flood-affected families. We have distributed reusable sanitary pads for ethnic women in Bandarban, and arranged empowerment workshops on gender equality. You can find all of these project details if you just head over to our social media accounts. We'll link them at the end of this presentation. So this is the team that has been working dedicatedly for years for the project planning and implementations.
So besides our activities of charity work, we also have been actively promoting Korean culture and language. For our Korean workshops, we have had native Koreans teaching us the language. Our participants also, as you can see, participated in Korean sports like Youth Nori, Jeji Chagi, and also learned the history of Hanbok. We've also collaborated with many local radios to air BTS's Korean songs, allowing the language to spread among the masses, general masses of Bangladesh. We also support any showcases of K-pop dancing and singing on our platforms and through annual K-meets, where participants can showcase their talents through dancing and singing in Korean. Also, their love for BTS and Korean culture. These workshops and events have not only allowed participants to learn the language, but also provided a deeper understanding of Korean culture. Our efforts did not only stay limited to local events, we also collaborate with many international fan bases of BTS to increase the global streams of BTS and also create a unity among the BTS fans worldwide. We have organized streaming parties to support BTS whenever they release new songs along with the fan bases across the globe.
So looking ahead, we have exciting plans for the future. We aim to organize yearly Korean culture events that encompass traditional cultural workshops, hanbok wearing sessions. It would include Korean foods and sport activities. We would also like to explore the likeness of both Bangladeshi and Korean cultures. This is our dream to actually execute all of this with the support of the Korean embassy in Bangladesh. So these events will basically provide a platform for our Bangladeshi fellows to experience the richness of Korean traditions. Furthermore, we plan to develop more projects to support education for primary school children, for the yearly medical checkups in underprivileged schools, and also for the LDPs. We intend to establish an operations base in Bangladesh, actually in Dhaka, and collaborate with more organizations working for the similar causes. By expanding our reach, we can amplify the impact of our initiatives and foster stronger relationships with other like-minded organizations. Here in this slide, we can see some of our precious projects that we talked about earlier. So that's the stationery donation to an underprivileged school in Mirpur. Then there is the donation of bags for the students of Jago Foundation. This project actually includes a gender equality workshop that we designed for the Jago Foundation students as well. Then we have the live show on radio where our talented community members perform Korean songs live on air. We have the cultural events where we played Korean traditional games, and our community members wore hanbok. Then there's our annual meetup of 2019, and another one is our book donation project.
In the next slide, you can see that we've also worked with a foundation during the flood. This is the tablets that are used for water purification. So in the next picture, you can see that we provided ration to the families. And there was also this project with the street children where we spent a day with them and also shared the knowledge and how to prevent. It was during the COVID-19, so we had a workshop with them to how to stay safe during COVID-19. And also, this is also with the Jago Foundation project, where we donated the school bags to Jago school children. And lastly, you can see the Korean annual meet. This is our information. You can follow us on our Twitter. You can follow us on our Facebook or Instagram. And lastly, this is our Q&A station. If you all have anything to ask us. If you don't have any question, then I would like to ask the audiences. BTS is actually known for their very positive role. So, has listening to BTS influenced any segment of your lifestyle or personality? Is the impact on your life positive or negative? Would anyone like to answer? Yes.
Hi, thank you for the floor. And like you asked that if BTS has ever changed my personality, but yet I would like to say that here to the audience, actually, it's not for her, it's for you guys. For me, Yoongi has been really that person who taught me how to be calm in any kind of ridiculous situation. I mean, his persona is so attractive that you just want to be like him, and I think that being calm is such a good aspect of leading your life towards a very organized way. And the way he, in last year we saw that he has a very fixed schedule, that wake up, breakfast, dance practice, singing practice. He's so organized, and I think that helped me a lot. For the past year, I have been trying to be like him, and that I've always made to-do lists, which I've never done before in my entire life, and because of Yoongi I've done that. So I prefer that all of you do it too. I mean, I hope that it's gonna help you guys. Thank you.
Thank you for us as well for providing this platform.
Are there any further questions?
Yes, I can see you. Let's go.
It's okay also. Let's start the conversation.
So they have been very inspiring In my life, I would say that whenever I was in a dilemma or in a very worse situation where I found no hope or nothing that could comfort me, their song comforted me. Okay, and through that, BTS has been always something so core to my heart, like something that has always pushed me to work hard. It acted as a hope. Okay. So after that, when I got out, well, firstly, when I was in my college days, I had a group, like all of us were armies, and we were so close and we had so much fun. And I personally did not like science, but I was in a science. I was from science background, so it was really hard for me. I struggled daily. However, at the end of the day, I waited when I could give myself some moment when I listened to those songs, and that really, really helped me. Okay, so after my intermediate exam, I got into my university, and over there was this shift that I got to know people who were not as much as really accepting Korean culture as my previous friends did. So I felt like there was a communication gap between me and them. And I felt like they did not accept me the way my previous friends did. So I had a hard time coping up with them or trying to understand their point of view. Okay. Should I continue with the Zan?
I think yes.
Okay. So after that, I became a bit down. Like I was not so hyped up as I used to be before. But then again, I convinced myself that okay, you can think from others' point of view as well. And after that, I became, I think, a bit detached from them. Like the way I used to hype them back then in my college days, through the support of my friends, it reduced a bit. It's like due to the influence of others, I had to shut it out. It's not what I am right now, where I wanted to be. I thought I could be enjoying that with my friends, whereas now I'm enjoying something else with them. It's like I shifted myself from where I was. So, be it positive or negative, I don't know, but there was a growth in me as well. However, I would be happy if my society was as much as open like my previous friends. Thank you.
That is really very insightful experience. Actually, I have something to say to you related to that. This is the Microcosmos song by BTS. There's a really nice line. I will say it in Hangul. 한 사람의 하나의 역사, 한 사람의 하나의 별, 75개의 빛으로 빛나는 70여 가지의 world. Which means that each person has an important role to play in the grand scheme, and together we can celebrate humanity. You matter, and you exist in this world, in your own world, and that is what matters the most. Thank you so much, everyone.
I hope you're all doing good today. Assalamu alaikum. Annyeonghaseyo. So my presentation title is Hey Craze in Bangladesh. So first of all, I would like to say that we are seeing the presence here right now is very prominent, that we know how much it is increasing in number as we're growing up. So say in 6 years ago, the number wasn't this big. So why the Korean craze in Bangladesh is expanding? It is not negatively put per se. It is very much positive in a way that I'm going to convey. So my table of content today is to talk about the project profile, my motivation and key activities, pages timeline, key pages, future plans, question for the audience. My main topic today is the merchandise business that has been going on since the past few years. So to start off, our philosophy is to make teamwork makes dream work. We all know where this comes from, 2013. So our mission is to spread Korean culture across the country. Our vision is creating a comfortable space for K-culture enthusiasts. Our goals are popularizing K-culture in Bangladesh and expanding K-pop merchandise beyond Dhaka. So the main perspective is that we are all, some of us are collectors here. How many of you collect photo cards or albums or everything? See, the number is so huge. So this is what we are trying to do. We are trying to expand our network throughout the country, because we know about the buying, selling photo cards. We know about the trading that has been. It started from Dhaka, but eventually, from now, I think I have friends from Sylhet, Chittagong, Rajshahi, Khulna, Kumilla, everywhere. So the K-pop is so popularized now that they are everywhere, literally everywhere. So this is it. My motivation for the whole thing was K-pop and the different approach to the audience with their music. K-drama, K-food, everything. You see, we have different restaurants now. Koreana, for example, we have BBQ Bangladesh. We have recently, I think, a lot of Koreori, if you are familiar with it. They are all popularizing Korean food so much, and their sales are so high that people want to explore this more. We did not have ramen, like we had to order ramen from online. A couple of pages was doing that. But now I went to Prince Bazaar the other day, there was ramen available. So this is, they are popularizing K-pop, Korean culture to that extent that it's available everywhere now. To continue, our key activities are selling K products and merch across the country. Like I said, our key milestone was opening a physical store and selling nationally. I'm working with K Things BD right now. Are any of you familiar with K Things BD? Anyone? K Things BD? Yes? Yes, we're familiar with it. So I hope you will know them better. We have recently opened a store here in Uttara actually. So if you want, you can visit today. And our motivation is K-pop and the different approach. Like I said before, our store started from online in 2021. The owner is called Neha Nadia. You will be surprised, when she opened the store, she was 13 years old. So a 13-year-old kid, and I was one of her much first buyers. I think I was the third person who bought an album from her. Necessarily and definitely, I was very surprised and kind of nervous that oh God, I'm sending her 1,500 taka, and what if she loses it, or what if my thing doesn't work out? What if I don't get the album? But eventually, she gave me the album much earlier than I expected it to be, and everything was perfect. So from then on, a 13-year-old, 15-year-olds are doing this business. So you can see how much it's impacting them for the future, for entrepreneurship that we talk about. So our event was, the first event when we opened our store was giving away for the first 150 customers birthday events for K-pop idols. These are the two things that keep on happening continuously. For the future, we want to open more physical stores in the country. And this is a personal opinion, or I would say this is a very personal project that I want to do, is run campaigns to teach people more about the Korean culture. I want to break stereotypes. I want people to know that it's not just about K-pop, it's not just about music, it's about so much else that children from schools do not know about. Even in college, I'm from Brack University and I'm in third year of my CSC bachelor degree. However, even when I entered university, I'm 23 right now. So when I entered university, of course, I was 21. So people around me were 20, 21. And they had this nasty stereotype about K-pop idols. They were like, oh, you like girls, you like this, you like that. Even in my family members, people were like, oh, I have my hair dyed green. And they thought I was doing it because of K-pop. So that's such a bad stereotype to know, and I want people to understand. I'm a teacher by profession and I'm a writer. So I want to go to schools and teach children that, okay, this is something that you should not learn. More than what you should learn, it's important that what you should not learn from your elders. There are something, obviously we are learning the best from our elderly people, but these stereotypes need to be broken so that in the future they can teach their children that this is not negative. This is something that has a very positive impact on the society. So these are the key stores that has been working. BTKC, Pop Card, Pop Treat, and K-Things. These are like my, I've been purchasing from them for a very long time now. Pop Card has been here for 9 years, I think. This time, it's been 9 years they're doing this business. And they have almost, I think, 16,000 people as followers. So imagine, 16,000 people in Bangladesh are buying products from them. So you can understand the monetary circle that is going around, how much money we are investing in them, and in return, when we are selling it to outside the country, we are earning remittance as well. So somebody is paying in dollars and we are receiving it. So the scale is so high that if we are organizing a chain for this, like suppose these 4 K-pop stores come together, what will they do? They will bring in a lot of merch, or they will be able to sell a lot of merch outside the country. I don't know if you're aware of this, but it's called a reseller business. So resellers, what they do is they buy something and then they sell it. So if I'm buying like 10 albums in bulk, I'm gonna sell 9 of those and keep 1 for myself. So what if we do that? What if we do that? All the stores come together, and what if they purchase 50 albums and then they resell it to different countries? If in USA, we are buying from USA. What if we sell to USA? So what if we approach the USA armies or Shavos or Moas or anybody, any fandom, so that the scale is projected to be so high, it's very important that we put much more focus in it rather than thinking that we are just about music. So this is more about myself. I am a very, very dedicated army as much. I think you have seen that, and I am into many more. I'm much invested in K-pop and K-media, K-dramas, K-culture, the entire thing. I'm very much invested in it, and I want to pursue something in the future with that. Moa is the phantom name for TXT, Shawl for Shiny, Carrot for 17. I've been following K-drama since 2012. I was 12 years old. My first song was, I don't know if you're familiar with it, my first song was in 2009, Ring Ding Dong.
Shiny!
Ring Ding Dong was my first song that I've ever heard, and I was like, wow, elastic, fantastic. That was my first song. And I love eating ramen, bulgogi. Like I said, I talked about K-food. I buy so much Korean food that it's funny at this point. My mom is like, Bangla khabar to ar khao na tumi. So next, I'm a CS student, like I mentioned. I am a writer by profession, and I would like to say I would like to just give a short example of how my life is in Dhaka. So like I mentioned before, that when I was in university, when I entered university, people were very pessimistic when they saw that I had a photo card on my phone. My teachers even, like the older, they were like, K-pop pachhando karo? Okay. They were like that. So I want that stereotype to break. And I'm really lucky actually that my colleagues or people around me have been so nice. They are educating themselves about this. They are not taking it, as the generation is passing, they're getting much more optimistic towards this society entirely. This is a community, and just yesterday I wrote a paper for my sociology class that how much K-pop is influencing us, and influencing in a good way. Like Dishika and Protasha who said before, they are doing such big projects that it's influencing the whole country. They are coming on newspapers, they are coming on news television. People are learning that, okay, BTS is just not about music. They are teaching so much. They have been doing the UN project for Love Myself, Love Yourself campaign, and many, many more things. Me personally, I'm a huge fan of Mono. Mono, you guys are familiar with Namjoon's mixtape Mono?
Yes.
Who else? So Moonchild is my favorite song, and during 2021, 2020 actually, I was doing my A-levels, and I was very, very much in a bad situation mentally. And the only thing I listened to during these kind of situations was Mono. In Moonchild, he has a lyric that says, "It's okay to shed your tears, but do not tear yourself." It is important that you pay heed to your mental health. And this is something we should have talked about more, that how important mental health it is to us. Maximum of our here are under 25. Who else is under 25? Mid-20s. See, this is like 80% of the people. So 25 is the year, I'm 23. So mid-20s is the year you are exploring yourself so much more, because you have to finish your graduation, you have to find a job, you have to become something. And this is the time when we face a lot of backlash from everywhere. So I think if K-pop is helping you to get better, use it. Use them to love yourself. I have done it. I have loved myself, and I'm here today because of that. I was very nervous about this, but seeing all of you here, it's giving me so much passion, and And I feel so good that I'm here right now and talking to everyone. I'm seeing all of your faces there. You guys are smiling really nice and it feels so nice. Love yourself. Repeat after me. I love myself.
I myself.
Louder. I love myself.
I myself.
Thank you. So this is my future plan. We want to open more stores. We want to hold donation campaigns and create a comfortable community for every K-culture enthusiast. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for me, the field is open. Thank you so very much.
Are there any questions? No.
Can you go back to the contact slide so I can take a picture?
That one?
The contact slide.
Contact.
This one?
Contact. Last slide. Last slide.
Contacts.
Thank you.
This is the name of the page, by the way. This is not my contact details. This is the page's contact details. So if you want to contact me, you have to contact me personally. Thank you so much for paying attention to me during the whole presentation. I'm so glad to see you here. She has a question.
Hi, I'm Nujat Aslam Neon. I'm from Bangladesh University of Professionals, English department. Yeah. So I have this question that you mentioned before that we need to break these stereotypes. So I would like to ask your opinion on what would be the first step towards that, or the consciousness that the social consciousness among the people. How can we make them conscious about how K-pop fans, K-drama fans are suffering because of their, I would say, their words or their judgment? How can that consciousness be created inside of them? Like, what would be the first step according to you?
I think the first step would be, like I said, getting into universities first. Because see, if you are getting into, suppose I say BRAC, we can hold at least 200 people in our auditorium. So 200 different type of people are there. You don't know if they could be from any department. They could like anything. They could like Arctic Monkeys, they could like K-pop, they could like Bollywood. It could be anything. So what if we hold a workshop like this and then we tell them that, okay, this is the good side of Bollywood, this is the good side of K-pop. What if we start exploring culture one by one? It's not necessary that we have to jump right into the K-culture. We can do it. We can explore more into entertainment. I don't know why, but mostly we think that যারা engineering করছে বা যারা BBA করছে, যারা English পড়ছে সবাই খুব ভালো করে. What if we go more into the entertainment section? Like I was talking about this with my uncle. He was like, নাটকে কাজ করতে চাও, নাটকে করে কি করবা? So that stereotype has to break. দেখো বাংলাদেশে নাটকে কাজ করতে চাই তাই আমার মানে এরকম একটা পার্সপেক্টিভ আসছে। কোরিয়ান হলে তো অনেকই দূরের কথা। ওইটা আর কেউ না। I am very lucky. My parent is very supportive about this. She was very supportive before I came here, and she actually biases Namjoon and Jimin. My mom is a very big Namjoon and Jimin bias. So she knows the importance of mental health, and that's why she allows me to do anything I want to do regarding my to break that stereotype. She goes on and tells her brother, her nono, nondai that okay, BTS is not bad. Why would you say that BTS is bad? She takes that stand for me. So if we can influence these middle-aged people, that you have to understand that your children are not going astray if they are liking K-culture. We have to hold this small workshop from universities to schools to even teachers as well. We need to teach the teachers. There is no certain age for learning. So if a teacher is learning from us, we are very proud of ourselves. So I think this is important that we hold small workshops, then we turn them into big workshops to teach more about this. And like I think one Maisha said before, that we can create content on it. We can popularize content across the country so that everybody watches it. Like this Raki Napsar, like there are like 18K, 19K views. So 19,000 people are watching him saying funny stuff. What if we create an educational environment? Before the whole presentation session started, we saw many videos of Korean, the whole city, the whole country about that. What if we start small stuff? So what if we make small videos and then we popularize to everyone that okay, this is something you need to learn. This is not just a community, it could be so big. We could hold hands with the Korean government and create something more influential. So this is something I want to mention. That this is something that I would do. Of course, I'm not that capable yet. I hope I can continue in the future. Thank you so much.
I mean, I didn't expect such an amazing crowd here, right? And also I was away, so I registered last second. So I just wanted to attend and get to know the community. But when I came here, when I heard all of you guys talk, I feel like I had to come up here and have a conversation with you guys, right? I'm going to try saying this though. 안녕하세요. 저 이름은 아니카입니다. 반갑습니다. Also, another prompt that has to be started is BTS, right? And again, I don't think I qualify as a BTS ARMY, but I feel like my journey into the Korean culture world started with BTS. So my sister would probably play BTS all the time, and that influenced me into maybe listening to it. And then also, I was dragged into this place for Korean food called Koreana. And since then, I feel like it has been not been able to reverse. And the reason I bring up this is because I am a Korean street food brand owner. Maybe you have heard of Koreori.
Yeah!
Oh, you are right?
When are you opening again? Please, I'm obsessed.
Missing
your food.
So,
You miss your
thank you
food.
so much. I heard you talk about it, which is why I had to come up here, right? I know I only have 2 minutes. But I just quickly wanted to ask all of you, right? What does Korean food mean to you? Because this workshop has talked about K music, K culture, K skin products, but Korean food has not been exactly addressed. So maybe some of you maybe share your love for it or how you feel about it. If you're cooking it, if you have other brands that you like over Korean, that's also fine. But
No,
like, I would
Korea is
just
the
like to
number
hear,
one.
how you feel about it.
I personally cook kimchi and other some Korean stuffs.
Yes.
For my kid, and my kid who is 6 years old, he loves to eat kimbap.
Okay.
He's kimbap fan.
And kimbap is actually really healthy, right? So highly recommend having. We have kimbap, etc. on the menu as well. But quickly addressing the fact that we are not taking orders right now. I was away out of the country for a while, and we're hoping to.
Finally!
But maybe a few more on like what you feel about Korean food, how you're. Do you actually just quickly also if I can 1 more minute, is that okay? Can I get 1 more minute? Is that okay?
Since you get 1 more minute.
Just quickly wanted to share why we started Koreori, right? It's just that I have been cooking since I was 9 years old. And I started my business as a second-year student. And my first brand was a healthy food brand. And then I went out for a culinary diploma. I came back. I went to BTS's Wembley concert, and I was I went to take pictures for my sister. I was the one in the crowd who who didn't know the lyrics, right? I would just hold my camera and just take pictures because that's all I could do. But the enthusiasm there is exactly what I saw here as well. An entire Wembley Stadium filled with people from all over the world singing to their lyrics, and I'm just like, what is happening? I was inspired to cook Korean food. I was inspired to learn the language. I can read and write. I can't really speak it very well, but it's inspirational, which is why I say BTS, right? So the reason we picked Korean street food is because we feel like it's adaptable to the people of Bangladesh, right? Having something that's too intense in flavors, too much of kimchi might not be adaptable for everyone, but fried food, fried chicken is something that most people like, especially corn dogs. That seemed to be a favorite, right? So, yeah, if you ever want to reach out or have a conversation, this is actually a plea for connection. If you guys want to connect and have a conversation over this for a future perspective, future prospectus, future business opportunities, please let me know. I would love to work with all of you. You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you! Whoa.
시간이